Hey, if you want some exclusive anime merch like this Harem King Deku, gotta smash them all, check out enterdreamworld.com, link in the description. What is up everybody, it's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today I will be breaking down the most recent developments in the Boku no Hero epic war arc, including the opening up of the second battlefront inside the Paranormal Liberation Front mansion, and the official unmasking of the double agent and traitor who made this entire operation possible. Things are now heating up on two separate fronts, and we can expect absolute chaos in the very near future, so let's talk about it right now. If you enjoyed the Boku no Hero content on this channel and you want us to keep it going, please leave a like to let me know, it really does help. And if you happen to be new to AnimeUproar, please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications. Also, if you're not new but you still haven't subscribed, please subscribe, it helps us and it helps you see more of our content. Finally, this video will of course contain Boku no Hero manga spoilers. We're talking about the latest developments in the story, so please proceed with caution, you have been warned. Chapter 263 takes us away from the action at the hospital and the incredible Miruko vs High-End Nomu showdown. Not gonna lie, I'm still thinking about Miruko and her awesomeness. In fact, I'm probably thinking about her a bit too much, if you know what I mean. But I am also glad that we are now finally seeing what is happening on the other front of the battle. This second front is just as important and just as much is at stake, not to mention all the pro heroes and hero students who are involved in this attack and whose lives depend on its success. We see Mineta, Sero, and a bunch of other Class 1A students hanging back as reinforcements. They are waiting for the heroes on the front lines to assault the Liberation Front mansion, and they are preparing to play a supporting role if it comes down to that. Jiro uses her quirk to check the ground for vibrations, and she informs the reinforcements that the heroes are on the move. The attack on the villain headquarters has begun. Mineta is all like, yeah, that's cool, we'll just chill here and let the experts handle it. But one of the pro heroes tells Mineta and everyone else to get ready. The fact that a lot of heroes and hero students were gathered here in one place doesn't mean that they had the luxury of being complacent. They still have to be prepared in case something goes wrong, and in a massive and complex operation such as this one, things could go south very quickly. There is no way to know how this battle will progress or what kind of quirks the villains have at their disposal, so everyone, even the reinforcements, must be prepared for anything and everything. Meanwhile, Jiro and Momo are wondering about Tokoyami and Kaminari and whether the two of them will be okay. That's because Tokoyami and Kaminari were among the very few hero students who were chosen to be on the front lines along with the strongest pro heroes. In particular, Kaminari and Tokoyami were chosen to be a part of the frontline assault because of their unique quirks. Although it's fair to say that at first, Kaminari is by no means confident about the plan and he is definitely having some second thoughts. He keeps talking about how he misses Class 1A and how he should be back there with them, not here on the front lines exposing his life to mortal danger. The mansion assault includes dozens of top tier heroes, including Edshot, Cementos, Mount Lady, Kamui Woods, and many more. Tokoyami and Midnight assure Kaminari that everything will be okay and that his quirk will prove to be an important asset for their attack. It turns out that it was actually Cementos who created that massive crack in the villain mansion that appeared at the end of the previous chapter. As we know, Cementos has a quirk which allows him to manipulate and control all cement that he touches. And Cementos uses this ability to nearly break the entire concrete mansion in two. And this is just a side note, but I've never seen Cementos this mad and this ready to go. He definitely has a pretty epic game face when he gets serious, and I certainly wouldn't want to mess with that man if I had the choice. It's obvious in hindsight that Cementos' quirk would be very useful against a concrete structure such as the mansion, but because we've never really seen Cementos get serious, I didn't fully realize just how powerful this guy truly is. In the past, when we've seen Cementos use his quirk, he used it as part of the hero training at UA, so he was definitely holding back. Now the gloves are off, and the power of Cementos cannot be underestimated. The man is a beast. Skeptic begins summoning members of the Paranormal Liberation Army, and he positions them in various strategic places in order to repel the hero attack. As Cementos uses his quirk to shake the entire building from its very foundation, a villain with a scar on his forehead and an electricity-based quirk calmly steps up to the plate. As the villains inside the mansion scramble to respond to the surprise attack, An epic showdown is about to take place between some of the strongest heroes in the world and some of the most vicious members of the Liberation Front. Edshot appears to be leading the hero charge, and he warns everyone that their goal is to apprehend the villains. With that said, they all have to be very careful because these are not some petty criminals or run-of-the-mill street thugs. These are highly trained soldiers who are even willing to sacrifice their own lives for their cause. This will not just be any old hero versus villain battle. This is a battle between two completely different life philosophies, and both sides are prepared to do whatever it takes to win. As they approach the mansion, Midnight tells Kaminari to stay focused by thinking back to the things he holds dear to his heart and concentrating on those things instead of thinking about danger and fear. Kaminari instantly thinks back to his classmates who are hanging back behind him, and he also thinks back to Jiro in particular. Kaminari thinks back to how much he respects Jiro's passion for music and how hard he worked in order to help her succeed back during the school festival. These thoughts inspire Kaminari to step it up and do what must be done for the good of everyone. After all, his classmates who are hanging back and serving a supporting role depend on the front lines for their safety. If this attack fails, then the reinforcements will be in direct danger, and Kaminari refuses to let that happen. As the villain with a scar on his forehead fires up a taser and then proceeds to amplify the electricity that was produced in order to attack the heroes. Kaminari is able to use his own electric quirk to absorb the shock of the villain's quirk, and this effectively neutralizes the villain's attack and the damage that he was about to do to the heroes. It appears that this villain has a quirk that can amplify but not generate electricity, which is why he needed a taser to get things going. Kaminari does have the ability to actually generate electricity, but the outcome of this showdown between two lightning users will depend on how powerful the villain's control of his quirk is. If the villain is somehow able to take control of the electricity that Kaminari produces, he could turn Kaminari's own quirk against him. But if Kaminari is able to hold his own, then he can render this villain's quirk useless as he did in this chapter. I have to give props to Kaminari in this chapter. He starts off clearly anxious and full of doubt, but after thinking about what is at stake and who he is fighting to protect, Kaminari steps up and pulls an epic mad lad move. Huge respect for Kaminari and the epic Kamina from Gurren Lagann pose that he strikes up as he takes on the villain. You can't tell me this is not a direct reference. Kamina, Kaminari, it all makes sense. This chapter also gave a lot of hope to the Jiro x Kaminari shippers out there. When he was thinking back to his classmates, Denki definitely singled out Jiro as someone that he truly cares about. Sure, this could be just a sense of respect that he feels for a classmate, but it could also be more than that, so, feel free to let the ship set sail down in the comments. The chapter ends with Hawks apparently attacking Twice inside the mansion. Twice looks shocked and utterly betrayed as Hawks stands above the villain with fierce determination in his eyes. It seems that Hawks has finally revealed himself as a double agent, and those in the Liberation Front like Twice who had come to see Hawks as a friend are now in for a rude awakening. Hawks was a spy the whole time, a traitor, a double agent. And this entire operation by the heroes could not have been possible without the intel that Twice had revealed to Hawks. Twice is bound to feel hurt and shocked at first, but when he realizes how Hawks has betrayed him and how Hawks used the information that Twice willingly gave up to someone whom he thought was his friend in order to plan this entire surprise attack, Twice is bound to absolutely lose it. Twice is anything but mentally stable as it is, and it is quite possible that this revelation will infuriate him and ignite an absolute clone overload. Hawks might look like he has the upper hand on Twice right now because Twice is still trying to come to terms with what is happening, but if I was Hawks, I would get out of there as soon as possible. Twice is not someone to mess with, especially now that he can once again use his quirk to generate an entire army of clones. And if he isn't extremely careful, Hawks' life could be in great danger in the very near future. I'm not sure what exactly Hawks is planning to do right now, but I do hope that he will be careful, or else he might end up like Icarus and fly just a bit too close to the sun. After all, if there's one thing that Twice cares about, it's his friends. And Hawks just betrayed him and put all his friends in danger, so it is on. Let me know what you guys think. Is Hawks about to kick some villain ass, or is Hawks about to be in mortal danger? Also, what did you think about the hero assault? Any quirk battles that you are especially looking forward to? Finally, has the Jiro X Kaminari ship sailed? Feel free to give me your thoughts down in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see more Boku no Hero content on the channel, please leave a like to let me know. And if you happen to be new to AnimeUproar, don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications. If you don't go through the trouble of hitting the bell and selecting the option that says all, you're gonna miss a ton of our videos. It's just how YouTube works. You can also hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar. I want to give a big thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons for supporting our work and making these videos possible. With all the constant problems on YouTube, patron support is more important than ever. Thank you guys so much. First and foremost, a special thank you to our The One tier patrons, the ones who rise above all other clans, including Ingrata, Alolanatum, The World, Steelers, The School Bus, Tyson Quirino, A Quiet Respect, and Pate Hefa. And I can't forget our Pro Hero tier patrons, including the one and only Gilgamesh, Nothing But a Fan, Jason Wilson, King Zeldris, Fididala Beat, Alpha Dio, Anatoly Kazatsky, Angel Cruz, Team Sparky 65, Cricket XP, Rohan Kapoor, Jessica Maloney, Emperor Otaku, Timothy E. Vargas, Jean Dark, Joe Stanton, JCC Waka, Very Gucci, and Jessica K. Lafont. If you enjoy our videos and you think that they provide value for you, consider supporting us on Patreon. Even a single dollar will give you access to our patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these legendary people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys.